Establishing Pod.
Welcome back, regulars, to an episode of Birthing Pod. I am your host, Riley, and I am here with our co-host.
It's Aaron Good Games from Good Games Morley. We are here in fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. Nevada. And we are here with a special guest. His name is Gavin Verhey. He works for Wizards of the Coast. He is a close personal friend of ours. And he is here on the Birthing Pod for the very first time to discuss his birth in Magic the Gathering.
Gavin, say hi.
Hello, Gavin Verhey, Wizards of the Coast.
Hey, Aaron Graham.
Gavin Verhey, Wizards of the Coast.
Did you just dox yourself?
Everyone knows my name. It's fine.
Riley Morley. Nice to meet you.
I have to say, there's one thing that every podcast must have, and it's a banging intro song. And you guys got it. I want to be clear, you guys got it. So great job.
Isn't that just like the one that's inbuilt into
This
the
is the
road?
one that came. This is the one that came pre-programmed in the podcast software.
You know, I like to give this intro song survival of the fittest. If it made it to the pre-programming stage, it was good enough to be there for everybody. So,
Have you heard the intro for our regular podcast,
yeah,
Establishing Pod?
of course.
My brother made that with a vocoder, and it's beautiful. And it's
Oh.
stuck in our head, and it's a thing that we just go on about all the time. The funky bass line and the Establishing Pod. Oh, it's great.
I remember the very first time I heard it, I was like, I don't think I like it. And then the second time, a second later,
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I love it. This
Love
is
it.
actually great.
Yeah.
This is actually great.
Do you find out work sometimes it just gets stuck in your head? You'll be like doing something, and
100%.
you're
Yes.
like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you know it's a good intro song.
I won't say the different phrases that we sing around the house because you just say every single thing that pops into your head to the tune of that song. But this is a PG podcast, so I'm not going to say those things.
There's like a specific song.
Thanks for that story, Aaron.
You're welcome, Claire. Please cut that out. I'm so sorry.
There's a specific song they play during Game Nights Live to intro the Game Nights Live show at Magiccons. And this song is stuck in my head all the time. I'll just be in the shower and I'll be humming it to myself, or I'll be in the office humming it. Someone's like, oh, what are you humming? And it's like, to explain this would take way too much time.
Because
It's a song you can't hear that is a little riff for a live show I do.
And we asked you before because you said you were doing the Game Nights live show at Magiccon Vegas.
yep.
And I said, and you were like, they've got this cool intro music. And we asked what your intro music was, and you're like, it's royalty-free music. Is
That's
that what
right.
gets stuck in your head?
Royalty free. No. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the music they play is no. The music that gets stuck in my head actually legitimately is the intro song for this Game Nights Live thing, which is done by Post Malone. And that guy knows
Oh.
music. So it's kind of cheating.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's a catchy tune writer.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
guy's got a music.
He's got a music.
He's got a music.
He's got
But no music awards because the Grammys don't like him or something. So
That's why he went to country, I think, because it's easy to win country awards.
yeah.
That's
But I love you, Post Malone. So thanks for all you do.
yeah, we'll meet you one day.
I like how you're like talking to the camera as if Post
He's
Malone is
listening.
watching.
Yeah, yeah.
I
An
assume,
avid
I assume he
listener
is.
of-
Yeah.
I don't think he would be.
Okay, Post Malone, if you're watching, please post in the comments.
At
Post
Post
Malone in the
Malone
comments.
replied, hey, what's up, Gavin?
Okay, but honestly, you can't mize if you don't try. So everyone in the comments just at Post Malone right now.
Just
I'm
at
like, the
him.
dude loves Magic the Gathering. Who knows? It could happen.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and then we can get him on the birthing pod, and we can hear about
That'll
his
be our
birth
biggest
of
guest.
And
magic.
then as good as your intro song is, I bet he could write you one that's even it's like just a slight notch higher.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I think he could remix. He
You're
can
on our
remix it.
podcast.
He's a
and
big
you come and
vocoder
diss
guy.
Our intro.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I love your intro song. I'm just saying that,
No,
you know,
it's-
Post Malone is musical genius.
It's fine.
But a bigger musical genius than Joash? I don't know, maybe.
I think we.
I think it's pronounced Josh. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll tell him.
Joash, you're pronouncing it
Joash,
right.
you're pronouncing your name right.
Gavin, when were you born in Magic? When's your Magic? Do you have a?
Yeah.
Do you remember the day you got into Magic?
Here on the Birthing Pod, we ask people about their birth into Magic the Gathering. We sure hope that there isn't another podcast called the Birthing
We've
Pod. 'cause
checked.
We kind of checked.
You told me you checked.
I checked a couple platforms. I didn't check all the platforms.
That's fine. I think it's really funny because I imagine there's like some new mothers who are probably looking for some birthing experience. and
They're
tips.
looking for the Birthing Podcast.
Yes, and
We're
instead-
talking about Magic the Gathering.
But maybe you're going to get some moms into Magic the Gathering. Which,
That is the
you know.
goal. That's the
Yeah.
goal.
More
That's-
MILFs in Magic, please.
Honestly?
Honestly, yes. We need more women in Magic.
Specifically MILFs.
Specifically mothers.
Mothers, I'd like to
To
be friends with.
Yes.
Yes.
I'd love to fling a creature out for lethal.
I was
you
trying
know?
to think of a good magic F, and I really
Yeah,
ran
I
out.
really-
Fling.
yeah, it's hard to
Fling
think
was a
of
good one.
Fighting.
Wow, I really can't think of one. That's tough.
Think of a magic card
Others
that
I'd like
starts
to-
with the letter F. That
No,
isn't
think of like a
fling.
magic action that is,
Oh.
or a deck type. You know,
Oh.
like there's not really an F deck
Mother,
type.
I'd like.
Others I'd like to play my frog deck against.
Or man, I like frogs.
Man, I love frogs.
That's actually
Milf.
yeah. That's
I
really
love
what we mean.
frogs.
People that
That's what we're talking
love
about.
frogs.
Yes.
We need more people that love frogs in Magic. Honestly, I agree.
Gavin,
Your birthday.
how did you? What was your birth into Magic the Gathering?
Well, what's wild for me is I actually have it down to the exact moment, the exact date. It was.
Do you have the time?
Do you have the time of day?
I could probably get you pretty close. Yeah.
Because if you can, then we can give you a birth chart reading if you were actually born on that day and what your astro.
Riley, I want to be clear about something.
Yes, Gavin.
In our Instagram chat between you and I,
Yes, Gavin.
the pinned message
Yes, Gavin.
is my exact birthday
It is.
and
And
time
time, yes.
and location.
And I
So
haven't
you,
checked
so you
it
give me
yet.
your star sign. This has been pinned for months, and you're like, I'm definitely going to come back to give you your full sign. Reader, she has not done this yet.
What the
so
hell?
Gulp.
How can I even
Useless.
trust you to tell you my magic sign at this point?
Riley will do the magic sign before she does your real one.
Yeah.
The magic one's more
probably.
important.
It's
She'll be
about the
like, your
content.
magic sign's a Scorpio rising, and that means you play a lot of aggressive decks or something. I
I
don't know.
feel like it's
That's
more like
not wrong.
Your feel like your
You're
magic sign
actually
is like
kind of right.
you're an Urza descending or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. You know.
You're a Yawgmoth rising.
Oh. Oh yeah. What's our magic astrology? What would you say your sun sign would be for magic?
Eureka for sure.
Eureka?
Which probably says a lot about me.
I think
but
I'm a basic forest sun
Yeah.
sign.
I'm Yargle rising,
Yargle rising.
Tarmogoyf sun,
What's your moon? That's like your
Right.
your shadow. Your like your ego.
Bloodbraid elf moon, obviously.
I think your bloodbraid elf is your sun. I feel like your moon.
Oh, you think that's my?
I feel like your moon's your goyf.
But
my
you're not-
moon is my goyf.
You're not a
yeah.
blood moon.
Oh, that's good.
Blood moon.
That's really good.
I
Blood moon would be a good moon. I'm blood moon moon.
blood moon moon.
Yeah.
I'm pale moon moon. It doesn't really do anything useful.
I'm bad moon moon.
Oh, bad
Bad
moon.
moon moon. Yeah.
I'm Moonshaker Cavalry.
Moonshaker cavalry moon. This is
The next 20 minutes is just making dumb moon
This
jokes.
is such great magic content.
Wait, but
Let's
guys,
just name
wait till
every
we get to
magic.
the suns. Am I right? I'm a
Suns, yeah.
sun striker.
Approach of the
sun
second-
cleanser.
Approach of the second sun.
Oh, approach the second sun. I'm
I
sun.
can't think of anyone.
You're all out.
That's it.
I'm sun. I think it's sun so honored physician. Is that one from Portal 3 Kingdoms?
Seshiro sun's anointed. No, that's not what that's called.
I'm a sun
Sun-
cleanser. I'm a sun cleanser. I
Sun
cleanse the suns.
cleanser.
Can you
Remove
imagine
counters
if
from
your
stuff.
job is cleansing the sun? It's a tough gig.
It's rough.
You got to go up there to the sun.
You get one shot at it.
You bring your sponge, and you're like, it's really just not
and then,
working.
and then you melt.
Yeah. Excellent people had it hard.
Gavin,
Your
Gavin, how did you get into magic?
What was the date? You said you had it down to the date.
Yeah,
the date.
so it's January 2001, and I could check my phone to give you the exact date, but I think it's the 22nd, I want to say.
Oh,
I was at a game store.
that means you're only like a little bit older than me.
Okay.
in magic terms.
No, in life
In
terms. And Gavin's magic terms in your life terms.
yes, correct.
You started playing magic when Riley was born.
No, yeah, like
Pretty much.
Moving on to the next topic.
Oh, yeah.
So
3
I-
months after.
So I was born in 1990.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of irrelevant stuff happened for 10 years.
Hmm.
And then when I was 11, I started playing Magic the Gathering. Those other years, who knows? But that was the pre-Magic time.
No
We
one
don't talk
gives a
about
fuck.
that. But then I started playing
then
Magic.
you were actually born.
Then I was birthing potted.
Yeah.
And
Name of the show. Let's go.
yeah, bring it back. And that's such an American sound.
Yeah,
And so
It's beautiful.
so I was at a Wizard of the Coast game store because there used to be those, right? There used to be game
the
stores that
hell?
were
I did
Wizards
not-
of the Coast stores.
I actually didn't know that.
That's insane.
And there were a ton. There was a huge one in Seattle that was 3 levels. It was gigantic.
What was it called? Wizards of the Coast
Wizards
Game
of the Coast game store. You can go find pictures online. The reason why we stopped
cool.
doing them, as this might quickly make sense to you as people that work in a game store, is we were competing with ourselves.
yeah.
We were
Yes.
like, how about we try and support all these game stores and also have our own game stores that are kind of trying to be the best game stores. It's like, it wasn't really good for supporting local game stores.
No, it
No.
definitely wouldn't be. It's like
Yeah.
if they had like an Amazon LGS But it's like you guys
Yeah.
print the product and you make the sets, and then you're also selling it direct. Why, like, because why would you go to an LGS when you can just go to the Magic the Gathering
you know
store?
who always had stock? Us.
Oh my God, we're selling so many boosters at our own stores. Wow.
But in the meantime, we're paying for all the overhead of all these stores,
Yeah.
and it didn't make any sense. But we used to have these, and they were quite cool. I loved going to them. The one in Seattle had like this huge BattleTech, like virtual reality pods, right? What virtual reality was in 2001.
Wow.
And
I didn't know they even had that then.
huge statues and all kinds of stuff. It's so cool. You can go look it up. But I was in this game store, and I was there for a different card game. I will not name which one, but I was 11 years old in the early 2000s. You can probably imagine what card game I was playing.
Oh yes, yes. I get it.
Yeah, of course.
We don't need a
MLB Showdown,
he who
obviously.
should not be named.
And
It was Redemption TCG, the Bible one.
that came out later because I do have cards from that. And the lady behind the counter, I was talking to my mom, and which, by the way, shout out to ladies behind game store counters. Am I right?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you, Gavin.
Yeah.
I
Those,
appreciate
those are
that.
the real heroes.
Thank you. We
And-
are.
And she was
Women
talking,
in Magic game stores.
and other places.
Shout out to them.
No,
Yes, but yeah, especially those.
just that.
And she's talking to my mom, and she's like, "Hey, your kid's really, really good at card games. Like, do you think you'd want to try Magic?" And my mom looked at me, and she's like, "Do you want to try this Magic game?" And I did not know at the time that would be maybe the most important question I was asked
Oh
in my
wow,
entire
that's
life.
crazy.
I think we have your mum to thank for so much stuff that's happened in
So
the
true.
Magic world. So
Yeah.
thank you.
My mom is always so supportive and wonderful, and I love her so much.
Aw.
And but I said yes.
What's your mother's
and
name?
Teresa,
Teresa. We love you.
Mother Teresa.
Mother Teresa.
No relation, to be clear.
First name related.
First name related.
She's a saint for getting you into Magic. I
She
think
is.
she's
She
a saint.
is a saint and the work she's done to help the Magic because of
Yeah.
birthing you.
Yeah, she's always been so supportive. I'll jump ahead a little bit, but she'd always like be there taking me to tournaments. She was like a Magic team mom because she would come and drop me off at tournaments and then hang out there.
Yeah, I heard that.
And people she would bring snacks for the players, and like she would drive me and my friends around all these
So this is like
tournaments.
a soccer mum, but Magic.
Yeah.
Magic mum.
Very much. I remember
This is the dream.
I started playing when I was 10, and when I was 11 years old, I decided I wanted to work making Magic cards for Wizards of the Coast. That was going to be my dream job. And so I started inviting friends over for sleepovers,
Oh.
but it was all a ruse.
Like the one that we're going to have after we record this.
Yes. I mean, you've seen the videos of us all in bed together. You understand. I'll make eggs in the morning.
Gavin.
But so I'd invite my friends over for sleepovers, but it would all actually be a ruse because what they would do is they'd get over and like some kind of army captain and be like, all right, great. We're going to start making Magic cards now. And so we'd all start making Magic cards. And then we would sleep over, and overnight my mom would print out the cards and cut them up. And then the next day we would draft them together. So it was this great little overnight exercise where
That's
I
adorable.
tricked my friends into making
How
a Magic
old were you
set.
doing that? Making
Like-
Magic
like
sets?
11,
From
12,
11?
13.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay. So you always knew. What? This is a little existential question. What is it like to know what you wanted to do from such a young age?
Yeah,
forever?
jeez.
Well,
That's-
I feel like here's the thing. I feel like a lot of people have that, and then you're like, that's not going to happen. That like a lot of people. How many kids are like, I want to be an astronaut or I want to be a baseball player? Like they know what they want to do. It's in their heart. But then at some point, someone's like, hey, dude, you got to grow up. You're not going to be an astronaut.
Yeah,
or
but,
like,
like,
that's too much
there's-
work. And for me, I just kept the vision maybe wildly the whole time, and it actually worked out. Which, to be clear, in a lot of universes,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I tried that and that didn't work at all, and now I'm doing something totally different, right? But in this one, it happened to work out.
Yeah, we've been discussing that a lot on this trip because we feel like fish out of water a little bit. This is our first Magiccon that we've come to. We are here for Magiccon Vegas. Not exactly sure when this
This will
episode's going to go
definitely
out.
be out after Vegas.
Yeah, it'll be after.
For sure.
If you get it out in the next 24 hours, I'd be very impressed.
Claire's
Yeah.
a gun.
Claire's
I mean,
a gun.
Producer Pete. Producer Pete is a gun. But that might be a little quick. We feel a little fish out of watery, and we keep saying, "How do we end up here?" It's very
you.
weird. You have been saying it as well.
I'm just kind of more like, yeah, okay.
You're
in
more
that sense.
you are more accepting of it, but for me, I'm like, I went to university. I started learning this card game. I worked in stores as a casual, and then a blah 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 blah. And now I have a couple game stores, and we started making some videos for them. And now you're here in our hotel room. We're playing on Commander at home because we made some funny videos one time or a few times.
A
And
couple
that-
hundred times.
A couple hundred times. And that's really nice, but never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that this would be the outcome of doing that. But you kind of had this great influence growing up, and you had the vision, and you executed and you made it a reality. That's so cool.
Good job.
Yeah, when I was 11, so I grew up in Seattle, right? So Wizards of the Coast is based there, and I went to a local event, and the vice president of game design was there. It was the Odyssey pre-release. Shout out Odyssey. Go Flashback. And Randy Bueller was there. I went up to him at 11 years old, and I was like, "I'm ready. Like bring me in. What do I need to do to get hired at Wizards of the Coast?" And he
You're like, hey, give him the little handshake.
yeah, I'm like ready. And he looks at me really
Hello,
seriously,
sir.
and he's like, "All right, kid, you're gonna need two things." And he's like, "The first thing you're gonna need is a college degree." And my heart just sinks because I'm 11 years old. And I'm like, it's gonna take forever. Are you kidding me? It's gonna take forever to get one of those. But the second thing he says is we like to hire people who are really good at Magic and know Magic really well, and like be a pro player, something like that. And I was like, I don't know about this whole college degree thing, but like a pro Magic player, anybody could do that. That's got to be a piece of cake. And so I dedicated myself to those two things, and I qualified for my first pro tour when I was 15, and I started college at 16, which in the States is 2 years younger than normal.
Were you actually going about this with the one-track mind to be
Yeah.
like,
That's so amazing. Honestly, like, how does it feel reaching your dreams? Is it everything you hoped for, or are you kind of like, now what?
I mean, I'd love to sit here and like be humble or something, but actually, I mean, it really is awesome, right? Like, this will
No,
Yeah.
you fucking deserved it. You worked hard. Like, you don't have to be humble. Like,
let's get one of these in?
no, that one. Yep. Yeah.
Thank you,
Good
live
job.
studio audience.
Thank you to the live studio audience. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can't see them, but this hotel room is
Yeah.
packed. I've been doing this for 15 years now, right? So this is my 15th year at Wizards, and then I played Magic for a decade before that. And I still go into work every Monday, and I'm excited to be there.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so
how wild is that to have done something
And
for
that's
so
when
long?
you are physically at work and not
Traveling
traveling around the world.
Yeah.
So I feel very fortunate. I love my job. I love the people I get to work with, and I love this game and the whole community. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel very honored to get to be here. And you know, what's that old thing? Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And I
Yeah.
definitely had some good opportunities, and I prepared a lot to get there.
Yeah.
So
Good on you, honestly. And like the energy you bring to Magic, to like the content community and things like that is like amazing. Like you have such a love and passion for the game. Like you know, like I meet some people who are in this industry who are like successful as like a content creator, and like obviously I know they still in their heart have a love for Magic, but like a bit I can see that light's faded. Whilst like within you that flame's still burning bright, and
Yeah.
you still love the game and you still care about it, and it's nice to be around that in like with the amount of knowledge and things you have, because like I kind of only see that kind of passion and love for the game in people who are just kind of getting into it, and they're like, oh my god, new cards, but it's like, you know, you're making the freaking cards, man. Holy shit.
I'm doing this silly like pack opening series now. You guys were part of it, where I
Love
like
it.
open a booster
Yeah.
pack every
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah, Violet was in a bin.
She did not look comfortable. I'm gonna be honest.
We put that last
was
cardboard
so
on her. She was
hot.
like, it was really hot that day.
You guys sent me the video, and you sent me the full video as you recorded or whatever. And at the end, there's like a quick little snippet of like, thank goodness that's over for Violet. But during this series, people always ask me like I open these packs and I legitimately get excited when I open up cool cards. Yeah. And people in the comments are like, "Why does he get excited? Doesn't he have all the cards?" I'm like, "No, I love opening
it's
up cool
fun,
cards.
man.
It's sick,
Yeah.
Just like you guys, it's really fun." And now you, Aaron, I don't think Riley's done this, but you have had the honor of playing against me in a draft, right? We did the Chaos draft.
We did a chaos draft, yeah.
And the thing that I think is always very funny is, I have this pro background. People that know me now, all these years later, is like this happy-go-lucky designer, commander guy. But when you sit down and you play against me and it's like a competitive one-on-one game, people say there's like a shift in my face. Like I switch to a different personality. It's like fun Gavin is gone, murder Gavin is here. You know?
It's very intimidating because we've only hung out in fun social settings. We're talking about how much we love Magic. We played some Commander and whatever, and we trade some blows. Like, I beat you with a Prosh, like whatever. And then we sat down for the draft with his stakes, and I see a veil, a red mist descend upon you, and you are going to win at any cost. In the next half an hour, Gavin Verhey is gone. Battle Gavin is here.
Battle Gavin,
Battle
like
Gavin
it.
is here. But seriously, it was. I think I had a very, very good deck. I had good early, mid game, late game. You navigated my defenses like a little
Sneaky,
laser,
slippery little
a
snake.
skinny, slippery little eel getting around my laser grid. and you exact seed me with your like red-white token go wide aggro deck twice, 2 games in a row.
Wow.
Yeah, I think there was a turn where you like slammed your 9 mana card or something, and I had active treason. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah. You
just to get
stole it
you
and
in,
exact seed me, and I was like, oh, cool, all right, sure. I wasn't playing
wow.
around that. But yeah, it's wonderful to see because I love that Magic is both of those things.
Yeah.
It's the spectrum of the most intense 1v1 competitive anything that I've ever played ever. When you feel that yourself go into that flow state where you're just like you're trying to win at any cost, and then goofing off a couple beers in maybe, and then just having laughs and just laughing about some stupid thing that happens in the game till you're crying with laughter.
Right, I believe one of the greatest things about Magic is just so many different games in one. Right, like
Yeah.
we can sit
Exactly,
around a
exactly.
commander table and have laughs and not care at all, and we can play in the Pro Tour in a really intense match for high stakes. They're
Exactly.
both Magic, but they're also very different games at the same time.
Both enjoyable, but in such different ways
Right.
as well. And then the thing that I think that people don't talk about as much with Commander and how the Rule 0 thing or the bracket system, which you've helped pioneer, is different ways. Different people have different ways of experiencing the same game. Even if you're all playing Commander, you could experience it in 1,000 different ways and enjoy different things about it. And you're all playing it with the same like rules set, but you can't ever write out all the things that you like about it. It's incredible, really.
It's the game that keeps giving.
Yeah.
And Gavin's given it to all of us. Thanks,
Thank
Gavin.
Call him Gavin Verhey.
I don't think he likes that one. Producer Pete does, though. Hello. Hello.
I've reduced him to silence, which is quite hard.
You know, someone's called me Gavin Verhey once, but not in this context. So
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my God.
Exclusive to the Birthing
my
Pod.
God.
Not the first time he's been called Gavin Verhey. That's funny.
Wow.
Okay, let's move on to our actual segment. What are the top 9 cards that made you? I'm not going to keep
Gavin.
saying it. Gavin Verhey.
Before we get into the 9 cards, though, I want to talk about plane chase because that's the funnest thing for me in Magic, and like
Yeah.
it is about like that everyone's different personal experience. It's like when I first started playing Magic, like I would go to my LGS and play Commander and stuff, but then it kind of got to the point where I'm like, actually, I have a lot more fun just playing with my friends. So I would play with my friends, but then sometimes some of my friends would just like have someone who's just like trying to win too hard, and it's like a friend of a friend who I don't even know this guy's name, and I'm like, what the hell? So I host my own Commander nights. It's at my house. There's plane chase every game. I don't care. You're plane chasing. Plane chase. Gamify the game,
Yeah. And also, if you're hosting, you should get to pick the rules. It's like having a party, and like you choose what the theme is or whatever, and then everyone comes. If they're choosing to come, they're choosing to play some plane chase with you.
Exactly. I spent money on those plane chase cards. They're hard to find.
I just love the idea that everyone comes over to my house and they bring their decks. I'm like, all right, everyone, today we're playing the Garrick M15 oversized card format. We all start with one of these.
Yeah.
Hope you brought your Vanguards or whatever. You know?
We're trying to defeat the Theros Hydra deck.
Right, that's what everyone does, right? There's this
So sick.
old format, really ancient format. This is from the when I started playing. Me and my brother played this Magic.
Extended.
No, that was too recent. There's this format me and my brother played. There was a list someone had compiled online of just 250 random effects, just totally random effects. They
What do
were
you mean
like,
by that?
each player takes 2 damage, or this turn all creatures get +1/+1, or everyone discards their hand and draws 7 cards.
Okay.
Totally random. And there were 250, and then you just printed out this list of effects because this is back at a time where we needed to print these things out. And then on your turn, you would just randomly pick one somehow, right? And maybe you'd use like some kind of online randomizer, or you would roll a bunch of dice or whatever. And then that just happened every turn, just one of these random effects. And I remember playing this format so much. It was kind of like a precursor to Plane Chase in a lot of
it
ways.
sounds
right?
like it.
It's
Yeah.
random effects every turn. And there is a lot of fun to that, I think, of just not knowing what's going to happen and adding a bit of the
Exactly.
random element to things.
Exactly.
As long as everyone's in for it,
100%. And I love with plane chase as well. Is like sometimes you're playing a game of Magic and it's like, oh well, you're in the lead, like you got this, or you're in the lead, you got this, and it's like who you're all up against. But with plane chase, sometimes you're like, oh frick, we're in a place where we can't cast spells now. Like we need to just spend all our mana to roll that dice a million times. Like sometimes the enemy becomes the game itself,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
an extra layer. Makes
It's
it
one
more
of my
fun for
favorite
me.
mechanics from board games. It's harder to do in Magic, but where the game sort of twists into mini games where sometimes you're fighting the game and sometimes you're fighting each other. In Gloomhaven, you ever played Gloomhaven?
Oh, yeah.
There's this fun little bit after you've defeated the very difficult scenario that before the scenario wraps up, you start racing each other to get the treasure that's been dropped by all the stuff that's that you've killed.
Yeah.
And that's one of the funniest bits because you'll do a lot of random moves to mess with your friends who you've been working with for the last hour to shove them out of the way so that you can pick up the
That's
gold so that
so
you can buy
funny.
a cool thing. And yeah, Plane Chase has that cool thing where you're like, oh, we all hate being here. Can we
Yeah.
all like work
Yeah.
together to get away
Yeah.
from
We all
it?
agree this plane sucks. Can we go somewhere else, please?
Oh, there's one person who's like, it's like one of the ones that's like non-werewolf creatures kind of attack, and everyone's like, ah, shit. And then this like, werewolf player's like, I'm pretty happy here.
I like it here, guys.
Werewolf Jody's like, I don't see the problem.
You said Werewolf Joe. It's your-
Werewolf Jody, thank you very
Jody.
much.
Werewolf Jody loves werewolf. That werewolf.
I
deck.
had this idea at one point that we never did, but I still like the heart of it, which was with every Magic set, there would be a box topper plane that was that plane, right? So imagine, oh, we're going to Strixhaven. You open the box, you get your Strixhaven plane. Right? Or maybe there's like five different planes, one for each of the colleges or something, right? I thought that would be a fun way to keep expanding Plane Chase without having to do just Plane Chase sets.
Yeah.
It didn't really work out, but maybe there'll be a place for that at some point.
Yeah, well, because obviously they printed some of the plane chase cards in some of the pre-cons in like the Doctor Who
Right.
ones.
That was my idea for Doctor Who.
And the Doctor Who ones I think are really good. I don't put them in my actual plane chase deck because there's like the time counters that kind of, they only seem like they're good for the Doctor Who decks.
They're very wacky.
Yeah.
They're like most of the Doctor Who stuff. But March the Machine had some as well. that I
Yes,
thought
March the
worked
Machine
quite
had some
good,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh,
And
yes.
it's a lot of times it's like new players come in and they get a new pre-con and they're like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, this is plane chase.
This is
I'm like,
Plane Chase, baby.
The problem we found, I know this will break your heart, but a lot of people buy the precons and just throw this over their shoulder and never.
100%.
never do
Well,
anything with
that's
them,
the thing. When I had all the plane chase cards, I was like, if you don't want them cards, give them to me. You know, that's the thing. Give them back to your game store. If there's cards that like that,
Oh,
like a plane chase
absolutely,
card
yeah.
that you're like, oh, I don't want this. Like if it's like commons, don't bring them in. But if it's like a bunch of plane chase cards or something like,
But people don't know. They
people
just
don't know because it's like
Yeah.
well, I mean, you can just call up and ask because like genuine, like same with like art cards and stuff. Like we've
Someone
done,
wants them.
Yeah, like I know people who are collecting all the Final Fantasy art cards. I know people who are doing like we've done art displays and had them displayed. Like there's a lot of different purposes that you can like. Don't throw away those cards, guys.
Gavin, before we jump into your top 9 cards, I have a couple of hard-hitting questions for you.
I also have a question after for both of you.
Okay,
but you
should
go
we
first.
alternate? I'll go first.
No, you
me
go
hard.
first. You go.
One, you've been doing Magic for 15 years. And I don't know if this is going to be easy to answer. Do you ever worry about burning out?
You know, there was a time where I did, but I don't really worry about that anymore. I mean, I love what I do so much, and I have a really fun time doing it. I think I've also found ways over time to like make sure I'm regulating myself to do other things as well to find a good balance. There's some weeks where my life is not well balanced, but I try and put enough in there that I have other things going on besides Magic. I think it is really important, even as someone that lives and breathes Magic, that you have other things that are not just that you're doing.
100%. But that's with anything in life as
Yeah.
well. Like you can't just have one thing that's your everything. Otherwise,
What are some of your regulators?
yeah? What are some other things you do?
Well, a really important thing to me that I do every week is I host a movie night every Tuesday at my house.
Shrek.
Yes, which we have seen Shrek at before. But I've done that every year. Actually, next month, or aka next week, will be our 10-year anniversary of doing this.
Wow.
So I've
I
done
just gasped with no noise.
we'll put it in post.
Yeah.
Hit the soundboard.
there is not.
But I really love having this thing that's stable in my week every week because it means there's always time I'll see friends. And frankly, there's a time that's forced where it's like, look, no matter how busy you are, you need to take this night to just like hang out with your friends, watch a movie. And there have been many nights where I'm like, I really got to go do some work in the other room. Really got to go do this thing. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to see my friends. I'm going to
That's
watch
good.
a movie. After they leave, if I want to go work late, that's fine. But it is just important for me to have this breather, right? I think that has been really, really good for me to have that end of the week. It's just standing stuff like that, standing events, socialization, friends with friends, all that kind of stuff is I think good. Because I think about Magic a lot. I'm talking about it all the time. It's my job.
You live,
that
breathe,
You got to
eat
break it up a
Magic.
little bit with
Like,
other stuff.
we met a few of your friends when we were hanging out with you in Seattle, and they weren't all huge Magic heads.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a big part of it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm also very fortunate in that I grew up in Seattle, and so I have a lot of friends there from college, a lot of friends there from other walks of life. I've met all kinds of people, and I like keeping a balance of, yeah, a lot of my friends play Magic, but some of them don't, and it's good to kind of be like, oh, you like movies, or you like going to sports games. We went to a Mariners game all together, right? And that's a great example of
Go
how
Mariners.
it's different. Yeah. Whenever I see you guys wear your Mariners hat or something in a video, I'm like, yeah, go Mariners.
Go
We got us.
Mariners. Yeah.
Yeah.
We went and saw a Dodgers game the other day, though. I'm sorry to say.
But you had to see him.
We had to see him. We were in LA.
You had to see him in the flesh.
And they're pretty cool as well.
Yeah, hey, no shade on the Dodgers. You know,
Oh,
Will
cool.
Klein also plays for them, Magic player. So go Will.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh my. No. Okay. Riley, what was your question
Didn't
for
you have
Gavin?
another one? Or was that both of them?
You do yours.
It's not for Gavin, it's actually for both of you.
Oh.
How many hot dogs did you guys eat in your hot dog eating championship in 1969?
Gavin bought me this beautiful shirt that I saw on his story, and he said, "What did you say when he saw it?" He said,
I said, this is a shirt that Aaron would wear.
"That's so kind."
But
It's
the-
absolutely a shirt that I
So
feel
for audio only listeners, they are wearing
matching,
matching shirts, and
Blue
it's so
shirts.
cute, and it's really cute.
and it says "Hot Dog Eating Champion."
And Gavin did a great
1969.
reveal. He like had his little jacket on. He was like, "Aaron, I got you the shirt, and look, I'm wearing it too." Took his jacket off. I was like, "Oh my god, that's Gavin. You have, yeah."
Gavin, you have our heart.
The thing
and
that is,
soul forever.
the thing I love about this shirt is it's so ridiculous. And also, it's very well made, and it has
it
no
looks
reason to
really
be
good
this
quality.
well made and comfortable.
Extremely well, but where did you get it?
There, I was walking through the store in Seattle. It's like a little boutique called Prism, and they had this there, and I was like, "What a ridiculous shirt!" I just took a picture, put it on my story, and walked out of the store. And like 30 people replied back, being like, "You must go back and buy this shirt."
Yeah.
And also you were like, "I would like to have this shirt," and I was like, "All right, fine, I'm gonna go back and buy it." And it was so funny because I like raced back to the store.
Did you buy 20?
the next day? And I walked in, and I bought 5 of these shirts. And the
All
lady,
different sizes.
all different sizes. And the lady behind the counter is like, "So,
You got a team?
what's the story here?" And what I really wanted to say is, yeah, it's for my team, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I told her, it's just, a bunch of my friends want to do, we're all going to wear it to go together. She's like, "Oh, cool, like, have fun at a sports game or something." And I'm like, "You have no idea what's about to happen."
Oh,
And
no.
so I've been tagging her store in all the posts where I've been posting it, so she'll get a slow idea of the depravity.
That's sweet.
Oh my
we are
God.
facing. But yeah, no, it's nice. It's made by a company called, if you want to get your own, if you're looking at us right now and you're like, "Man, I want
You
to be
want
as
a hot
cool
dog eating
as
champion."
Gavin and Aaron," you too can be a hot dog eating champion. It's by a company called, and this is, I want to be clear, this is their name, Fashion Brand Company.
Love
Fashion brand company.
it. I saw the tag
That's
is just
so original.
Microsoft Word clip art of the guy that's like thinking, and he's got the question mark, and that's their logo.
They
Right.
make some truly ridiculous pieces of apparel.
That's insane.
And yeah, you can take a look at them online. I will not spoil the kind of things they have, but this is actually one of the more normal things they sell, I think.
Wow. Okay.
Um,
Sounds like a place for me.
But I've
you
had-
were completely correct.
but I've had asked a lot of questions about this shirt since I started wearing it.
I love a good conversation starter though. You gotta love something that will bring people in to be like, "What's all this then?" And then you can also have you been lying to people,
And saying that you're that old and you were a hot dog eating champion in
Yeah.
1969.
or
So-
were you like a 3-year-old hot dog eating champion and you look really young?
So last weekend I promise the story will get to your question. Last weekend I was actually here in Las Vegas, but for an event called Dual Land. It was like a 16-player charity tournament, and a two-headed giant, and me and my teammate both wore this shirt. And all day I was waiting for someone to comment on it. Not a single person did. And then later that night,
Tragic.
I go out to like the after party, and I'm talking to like the tournament organizer, and I'm like, "Should I go change?" And she's like, "No, it's a great conversation starter." I'm like, "Great." So I go out to this like Las Vegas club, and I'm wearing this shirt, and I'm like, surely someone at this club, everyone's wearing like, nice clothes and, pop collars and all this stuff. And I just got out this hot dog eating champion shirt. And I'm like, surely one of these gamers who's here for this after party will ask me about this shirt. Not a single person asked me about this shirt. And so I'm like, what's even going on? So I go back to the hotel, and I'm going back to my room, and I get in the elevator going up, and like as the door's about to close, there's like a hand that goes in between the elevator as like some guy's trying to get in, and he comes on in, and he's carrying a bag of food, and he looks over at me, and he's like, "So what's the deal with this hot dog competition?" And I'm like, finally, someone.
Finally.
And he starts asking me all these. It's a long elevator, right? He starts
Yeah.
asking me all these questions. He asks me, "What are the best hot dogs to eat?" Costco hot dogs, obviously. He's like, what do you think of Frank's hot dogs? And I'm like, he's a hack. And we talked for a few minutes as we're going in this very slow elevator ride. And that was my one great hot dog moment of that. Of wearing it last
That's all
weekend.
you need. One conversation starter.
Yeah.
That is truly why I wear a lot of the things that I wear. I like them. And if people see them and they reach out to me to be like, I also like that thing, I want to be like, yes. That's pretty much
And
it.
I like hot dogs. But my understanding, based on the stories I was getting from people or the comments I was getting from people online, is Australia does not have hot dogs? It's not a thing there?
Not really.
What do you mean?
We don't call them hot dogs.
I guess we call them a snag.
The main way that
Call
we
them a
would
what?
A snag.
a snag, a sausage.
Yeah, you have
You shorten sausage to snag for
So
some
really, you
reason.
should say snag eating
Snag
chip in
eat-
1969.
That sounds
Yeah,
about
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
weird,
like
actually.
that. I really do not like that.
Yeah, you get at a sausage sizzle. You get a snag.
Yeah, at home we would call it a sausage sizzle. You have a barbecue on a hot day. You're at the beach or something. There's like the publicly used barbecue that you use.
Yeah.
Everyone's got that, right?
Yeah.
Or at the election, when you vote in the federal
Your
election in
democracy
Australia,
sausage.
you go get a democracy sausage. They always do a sausage sizzle, and you buy it for like $2.
Our
And
country could use that.
I need to tell you, you say always. I've never in my life had a single democracy sausage.
You don't get one every time. That is un-Australian of you.
They don't have them at my local place. I'm sorry. It's a primary school. I'm not going to be like, "Where's your friggin'
The
sausage
primary
sizzle?"
school is the elementary school. The elementary school is the prime place for a democracy sausage. That's
You know
the
what they
main place
had
you get
last
'em.
time? Because you know what? Okay, I usually postal vote, so that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes
But
sense.
then
it's
last
frankly rude they don't mail you back a sausage.
It's in the mail. Like,
no, with your slip to vote, they should just put a sausage in there.
shoved in the envelope. The other place that you get your hot dog sausage sizzle quota is at Bunnings, which is a major
Every weekend.
major tool store.
I used to work there for 7 years.
You did in the green uniform.
In the
as
green and
well.
yep.
Green
A lot of
uniform.
people would be like, "Oh, because of Bunnings." I'm like, "This actually isn't my whole fucking life, man." Like,
Right, I mean,
Oh, 'cause of
I made
Bunnings.
Bunnings my whole
when
personality.
when you come to Perth, we'll take you to Bunnings because there's not much to do there.
Yeah.
So we could be like, "This is Bunnings, and this is a big part of Australian
Have
culture."
you been to a Bunnings yet?
No, and I really want to go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So it's just a hardware store.
It's truly just a hardware store.
Yep.
But the sausage sizzle at the front is always run by a charity.
Yeah, they're
You
always
get a
charity
sausage
run.
sizzle, you're chewing it while you're going around and picking up your wood or whatever you're getting.
Is that
at
what you
Bunnings.
get at Bunnings?
That's
Wood?
the main thing I get, yes. And bin bags.
Yes, I get my bin bags there. I also
my
get
bin bags
vinegar
Uh-huh.
I really want
To
to go.
clean your washing machine?
to clean everything.
Very good.
Anyway,
I
sorry.
really want to go and visit y'all in Perth. This is going to happen.
You should. It could not be further away from where you live, but I do think that it's worth the trip if you have some locals to go. Oh, producer Pete saying maybe not.
Oh no, you would love. I can imagine
rot
in my
nest.
head. Yeah, I see Gavin with the quokka.
With the
selfie.
quokka.
That's
Yeah.
in my
Gavin,
brain.
Gavin
Yeah.
has big
even
quokka
Pete-
energy.
Yes, you would love the
BQE.
quokkas.
BQE.
We talked about it last year and didn't work out. But if I end up coming to say PAX Australia again or anything else out there, I'd love
Are
to
you
pop
coming
on over to Perth.
To PAX Australia?
It depends on if the Australian team would like to have me out. So
If
you're
they do,
watching,
let
please
us-
have me out.
If they
We,
do,
we know some people.
But please, if you're an Australian Magic player, write to your constituents and see if you can make it happen.
yes.
And you'll get a democracy sausage in the mail from us.
I'll bring
Yeah.
over a hot dog for
bring
you.
it
Oh,
over-
that's
yeah.
so sweet.
But last year was so much fun. I had such a great time at PAX Australia last year. It was an amazing.
That
amazing
was a
show.
really good. That was a
Yeah,
really
if
great
you
time.
do, we should do like a panel or something fun together.
Yeah,
Like we
I'd love
should,
to.
because yeah, Violet messaged in the chat literally today, being like, we should figure out who's going and try and organize some panel or something.
Yeah, we're speaking to a couple of people about getting us there. So that'd be cool.
What would
We
be?
could record another podcast in a hotel room. You know,
Oh, please.
remember
Yeah.
that time we did that?
Remember that time we did that? I love
I'm
instantly
remembering it.
reminiscing.
It's like I'm there.
It's like I'm there. My final question before we get into your top 9. My other question was Magic related as well, and it made me think of it because we were talking about Plane Chase. You designed Battle Bond. Incredible, innovative sets that have very niche audiences, but they're over time have been extremely well received. Do you think that the way that Magic sets are being designed the last few years has kind of pushed out a little bit of the innovative booster products in particular?
Absolutely, right? I mean, we still talk about innovation and ways to like innovate with unique play ways. We have some cool ideas, but kind of we've heard a lot of notes from players like there's too many Magic sets, right? So we're trying to take what people like and get it in the releases, the main tentpole releases that are happening every year, to not have tiny releases that take away your time and energy in between all of those.
Yeah.
The big question to me is, people clearly like stuff like Conspiracy and Battle Bond and Mystery Booster and Commander Legends. Like these are things people like. How can we get these kind of things to people without overloading them on products? So for example, I'll give you an idea I've had a few times. I'm not saying this is what we're going to do, but just as an idea, imagine a set that just has a Conspiracy in every pack. And if you want to draft a Conspiracy, you can. And if not, you just take this Conspiracy out when you draft it, right? That way,
kind of like the box topper plane chase thing that we're talking about, where you can go, it's a little thing that's there if you want it. If not, throw it away or give it to someone who does want it.
Right, exactly. And I don't think that works exactly for a number of reasons, but I think how can we get people these kinds of things? I love that I was able to do Mystery Booster 2, right, as sort of a special festival in a box thing. That was the way we were able to get that out there. So that's a cool resource we have access to as well.
Very sick.
So yeah, I don't know all the avenues we could potentially use, but I want to get people that stuff because look, as the guy who's often tapped to do the weird things, I love doing the weird things, right?
Yeah.
There's a number of times where they're like, hey, we need something strange made, and you're the guy that knows how to do it. And I'm like, sign me up. So
That's why they call you Gavin Verhey.
that's right, because I'm always
He's
giving the
them
weird
people,
stuff.
Giving them the people what they want.
Right.
Yeah.
Mystery Booster 2 was such like you're gonna let me do another one of these? Really? All right, cool. I'm in
When
for
I heard
this.
Mystery Booster 2, I was like, yes.
Yeah. But see, these are the thing. I love working on the weird stuff because there's always the stuff that has this like rabid fan base. They're like,
Oh,
yes.
yes.
You can sign me up for more weird playtest cards.
Yes,
Give them
yeah.
to me, And the set did very well, So
Yeah, I guess that's the thing that it's like, I don't mind the velocity at which the sets come out because in my mind it's like small set, big,
I was gonna
big.
make
thing.
a joke, but I was like, yeah, because you're own a game store.
'Cause I own a
it's
game
money,
store.
money. And I was like, that sounds like you're freaking loaded and rolling around in
That's-
cash, but that is not true.
That's not how that works.
That is
as
not
we
how
all
that
know,
works.
highly lucrative businesses such as game
Yes,
store.
yes.
Yes.
Everyone get it. That's why. That's
Yes.
where Elon Musk made all his money, obviously, for the local game store thing. So 7 sets come out in a year. That's probably not going to continue, and some of them are small. I think people still have not adjusted to that. The innovative sets, if they came out in the middle of the normal booster sets, people would still be like, "Oh, there's too many sets. I have to keep up with everything." Do you think that that is a byproduct of the audience not adjusting to this new sort of thing, and it feels like you can't do something like a Conspiracy in the middle of 6 sets in the year?
Well, here's the thing. I think regardless of set size, whenever something new comes out, there's a lot of attention and like mental energy put on it, right?
Yes.
There's still a preview cycle.
Yeah.
There's still people talking about it, even for a small set, right? And so it's kind of like you only get so many moments of someone's attention you're grabbing before they're like, you're trying to do this too much, and they stop paying attention, right? For some people, the current cadence is already at that. And it's sort of like, if there's someone at a park and they keep yelling your name, you keep like turning your head around over and over. At some point, you're like, Riley's fooling with me. I'm not like looking around anymore, And
Must be another
game
Gavin.
that cried wolf.
yeah, exactly. So I think that's the thing we're trying to be really conscious of is like how much time are we asking you to pay attention to what's going on? Because even if a set is smaller, we still roll out almost all the same trappings for it a lot of the time.
Must
Yeah.
be hard though, because it's like no one's ever going to be freaking happy. Everyone's always going to complain about something. Everyone's always going to have some gripe, especially with like Magic that's been around for so long. Is that like there are people who have egos about it and things like that, and think that like UB is like ruining Magic and things like that. It's like, no, it's bringing in new players and expanding the community, and like
I think it's just the opposite side of the coin to us being so excited that it's 1,000 games in one. You make a one that's going to be 9 out of 10 people are going to love the 1 out of 10. The more people you have into the game, the more people that may be upset about a thing that comes out.
Absolutely. It's sort of like, Magic as a whole has grown so much, like a wild amount of much in the past 5 or 10 years. And so competitive play has also grown, right? But Commander is this whole new thing that is gigantic. And so I think a lot of competitive players out there feel like, hey, like, why aren't there more of us? It's well, actually, competitive play has grown.
Me.
Don't forget about me.
But there's just this other thing now that has a lot of attention placed on it too. So you feel like because more people have grown to do a number of different things, it feels like someone else, like there's a little brother taking part of your pie, right?
Yeah.
Which is I understand that feeling, even though there's still a lot out there.
Yeah, and it's still one game that's trying to service the needs or wants of millions of players, and that's incredibly difficult.
I love that we just will keep like pushing out the top.
Oh, we will. You know we will.
Audience
And then
on
we
the
just,
edge
and then we
of
just
their
end the
seat.
episode.
Oh, you know we will. I'd be like, come back next time for Gavin's top 9.